Hi guys, this is Christy from Cartel. Thank you for tuning in to our last live. Today we are at the ArtScience Museum where all Star Wars fans are gathered to celebrate the annual event, May the 4th. So joining us today we have a few special guests, avid Star Wars fans Derek, Jeffrey and Sunny, who will be speaking to us shortly. But before we head to that, we have a few special prizes that you can win at the end of this stream. So stay tuned and watch how to get them. So the first prize that we have right here is a brand magazine for Star Wars. So this is a book that highlights all of the untold stories from the franchise cast, fandom, and everything Star Wars related. And the second prize is, okay, am I holding it correctly? Okay, so these are the adorable patches by Gongcha. So they were giving away these for every blue bubble milk tea sold at their Marina Square outlet over the weekend, and all the proceeds are being donated to charity. So in case you missed out on that, you can still find out how to win them at the end of the stream. But let's look at the visual. I mean, look at how cute these things are, right? So if you're a fan, I'm sure you would know. Oh my god, my patch! Yeah, alright, so now let's take a look at the visual on these patches. Super cute, I know. So basically this is a tribute to Luke Skywalker from the film The Last Jedi, the scene where he was seen holding a bottle of blue milk. So on the patch you can see, like, you know, him sipping on a blue milk bubble tea, obviously. So yeah, alright guys, so stay tuned to the end of the stream to find out how you can win these awesome prizes. So now Dechen and Sunny are on standby. Take it away, Dechen.
Hi, I'm Dechen from Cartel, and first up we've got toy photographer Sunny Ang, co-founder of Plastic Singapore. So
Hi.
Sunny, how big of a Star Wars fan are you?
It's big enough to influence my career choice actually. Yeah, I decided to go into the creative line after watching the first Star Wars movie back in '77. So back then, somehow it took me about 30 over years to get to where I am, because I started out working as a tech support guy. Then, but my passion has always been the creative line, so it took me a while, but I'm doing what I love now. Yeah.
Okay. Any favorite films?
Oh, definitely the first one, The New Hope. Yeah.
So how did you get into toy photography?
Okay. I started off with this single Spider-Man figure, which somehow got left behind. During my renovation, I had to store all the rest of the toys in the warehouse. So out of boredom, I put him on the window ledge. I took a shot and then posted on Instagram, discovered a whole community, and they were quite inspired. And the community is very supportive, and it encourages you to put in more and more effort to create the next best piece. Yeah.
Okay, and like the rest is history.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And tell us about some of your favorite works relating to Star Wars.
Right. Okay. I'm holding this one piece that is one of my favorite. It features the character from this toy range that I like. Unfortunately, the toy range actually has no longer in production, but I like it because of the sculpt, and it also features one of my favorite characters, which are the Jawas. I find them pretty adorable. I also like the way this thing's been composed and the mashup that it's doing on and the take on Snow White. Yeah, so it's quite a twist. So in fact, I think it's one of my best-selling pieces during conventions. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And were you into photography before shooting toys? How does toy photography compare against like regular photo shoots?
I started photography mainly to take photograph of my then girlfriend, who's now my wife, and also to capture moments of my kids. As compared to taking photograph of a real person and toy, the toy don't complain if you make them stand under the sun, twist them here and there. So yeah, they don't complain. So you can take your time and deal with them and get the best shot out of them. Yeah.
They're the perfect models.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. And what tips would you give people who may be keen on picking up a new hobby such as toy photography?
Oh, okay. If I have to give one tip, is to consider taking the photograph at the toys level. So that way, the figure will look like it's in when you take the shot, you will look like you're in the toys world. so they will be more immersive that way, as opposed on taking far, then you look like just another snapshot. Yeah.
Okay. And my next question is, are you on the light side or are you on the dark side?
Definitely dark side.
No hesitation
no
there.
hesitation.
Okay,
No
okay.
goodie to choose.
Okay. And we have some limited edition prints by Sunny on our Lazada page. Sunny, could you tell us a bit about these pieces?
Oh, okay. I picked the pieces I felt that are more timeless. Some of the shots I take, even after a month, I look kind of old and dated. But these pieces I felt look more classic to me. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So if you guys are interested, click the product link to check them out. And thank you so much for doing this
No
with us,
problem,
Sunny.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sunny. Okay, now let's give Dutchin some time to run indoors for the next interview with another huge Star Wars fan. He is one of the largest Star Wars collector in Singapore. You name it, he has it. From comics to artworks and even props from the original films. But now here's Christy trying to distract you with some B-roll. So close your eyes, count to 3, 2, 1. Oops, oh wait. Okay, she's ready.
Okay, I'm here. Are we rolling?
Yep, okay.
We are joined now by Derek Ho, who is an avid toy collector. Derek, how long have you been a fan of the franchise?
Basically all my life, since my dad brought me to the first Star Wars movie back in 1978. I've been a big fan, following all the movies, and a fan of the hobby as well.
Okay. And what kind of Star Wars collectibles do you look out for? What warrants a spot in the collection?
Principally, first and foremost, I'm a Star Wars toy collector. Because immediately after watching the first movie, my dad took me out toy shopping, and it's always been my dream to have every single Star Wars item released related to the movies. So, but in recent years, my taste has developed a little bit, and I've taken an interest in the toy manufacturing process as well. So I like to collect examples of prototypes that are part of this toy production process.
Okay. And how would one go about starting a collection? Like, what if one of these guys wants to start a collection?
I think anybody who has a keen interest in the movie and the toys can easily source and look for items for their collection, matching their budget, matching their passion. And with the internet, it's easy to find items of eBay, Facebook groups, etc. And there are many collecting communities also that share a passion for the toys and put the toys up for sale, available for sale.
Okay. And which part of collecting is your favorite?
For me, I think the social aspect of the hobby is probably the most important. With COVID happening over the last 1.5 years, it's really made the social aspect take a step back. But with events like this at the ArtScience Museum, it makes us keen to have an opportunity to interact with all the fans and fellow collectors.
And how would you say, like, the social process go during, like, maybe the circuit breaker?
During circuit breaker, I think we are just confined to ourselves, right? So much of the interaction is largely online, but we are very fortunate to also have many Facebook groups of fellow passionate collectors who share the same hobby.
Okay. And talk to us about the most interesting collectible you own and how you came to acquire it.
Okay. I think the most interesting Star Wars collectible to me are the ones that are exclusive to Singapore. There were a couple of items that were released with exclusive Singapore price stickers, and these items are much sought after, especially by Singapore collectors, because it's part of our history and our heritage, and we all strive to at least have one example in our collection.
Okay. So do you have any, with your massive collection, do you have any lightsabers that you own, and Yeah, do you have any?
For lightsabers, frankly, I don't have that many in my collection. I remember one that I have that is made by Takara in Japan, and it's one of the earlier toy renditions of this toy. So it's not very sophisticated, but that's also, its own charm, and it's also the kind of lightsaber I associated with as a kid. Battery operated and just lights up.
Okay. And on that note, like, which lightsaber would you wield if you were in the film?
I'm not much of a cosplayer, but I think the lightsaber that impresses me most or gives me the deepest impression would most definitely be Darth Maul's double-ended lightsaber. It's so significantly different from all the others. So I think if I were to have to choose one, that would be the lightsaber.
Okay. We have a couple of comic covers by him. If you're interested to go and see on our Lazada store, would you like to tell us more about it?
With the popularity of the Star Wars franchise again recently, and also a resurgence in the popularity of comics, it's inevitable that Star Wars, Marvel combine to bring us more Star Wars comic related products. And one of the ones that caught us collectors' attention the most are these Star Wars action figure covers, and also various variant covers for the Star Wars comics that have recently regained lots of popularity. So I think some of these items will be with you guys available for sale.
Okay. Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you for doing this with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now here's another distraction while we bring on the next guest, Jeffrey Koh, founder of Flap Slap. Now apart from being a huge Star Wars fan, he takes his love for the franchise to create unique designer toys with artists around the world. Okay, Dachen, you ready?
Hi, we are here with Jeffrey Koh of Flap Slap. Jeffrey, this isn't your first Star Wars event. Tell us what gave you the inspiration to start these events.
Just a bit of background about Star Wars Day. Star Wars Day was started in Canada in 2011. So, being typical Singaporeans, we have always wondered, we need to be number one. Why don't we have our own Star Wars Day? So in 2014, I got together with Hansen and Suhaimi. And then we just decided to organize our own Star Wars Day Singapore, and that's how it started.
Okay. Plenty of interesting people here today on the lineup. Who are you most excited to see?
It's always the fans, especially the young kids, because this whole thing is really, I think, about the fans. And I think seeing a whole new generation of, fans growing to love Star Wars and growing up with Star Wars, I think that's the most fulfilling.
Okay. And we know that you collect many Star Wars toys and memorabilia, but do you have any costumes of your own?
I would love to. I think my dream is to build a C-3PO costume one day, but I think I need to stay slim in the meantime.
Okay, so you are looking to build your own costume?
Eventually, yeah, before I grow old and die.
Okay. And what's the most prized item in your collection?
I think not in terms of dollar value, but it's actually a little action figure that I had from my childhood days. Yeah, I think it's essentially the thing that kickstarted, I think, this road down collecting Star Wars again.
Well, why is it off?
It's a little baby Yoda that's lost its cloak, but I still have that somewhere in my studio.
Do we want to know how it lost its cloak?
Probably, I think, while fighting with other action figures when I was young.
How do you come up with toy concepts for Flap Slap?
I think I'm always very fascinated by the culture clash of the East and the West. So I think I take references from what I see in the West, I think mixed with whatever that I love from the East, and then, the mishmash of ideas.
And what is your favorite Star Wars character?
I would say there are two characters. One is Boba Fett, and another one, surprise, surprise, is Jar Jar Binks, the most hated character in the Star Wars universe.
And can we get an impression of Jar Jar Binks?
Mr. Jar Jar Binks, Mr. Your humble servant.
You guys tell us in the comments if this was accurate. Okay. And we have some of Flap Slap's toys on our Lazada page. You can go and check them out in the product link later on. And would you like to tell us a bit about the items that we are having?
Okay, I think there's a series of Star Wars inspired terracotta figures. You can see Boba Kotta on my left and Darth Terra on my right. So Boba Kotta, Boba drinking boba, is actually a collaboration with Choo from US. And then this is my own idea, mixing the best of the East and West. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Jeffrey.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking with us throughout the whole stream, and big shout out to Jeffrey, Sunny and Derek for doing the interview with us. So now it's the time that we've all been waiting for, and it's giveaway time. So let's get Darshan back to join us. Hello Darshan.
Hi, just
you
crashing
doing?
into your segment.
Yep, casually.
Yeah.
But okay, so now we have the patches and the magazine to be given away, and in case you're only tuning in now, these are the limited edition Gongcha patches that were sold together with their blue bubble milk tea at their outlet over the weekend. And this is the brand magazine, the Star Wars one. And if you don't know what this book is about, it's basically a magazine that highlights all of the behind the scenes stories that talks about the brand, the franchise, the fans, and everything Star Wars related. So now, giveaway time. How can you actually bring these home? Very, very simple. You just have to pay attention to the questions that are being asked right now and send us a direct message to our store with the answer, and you might just be able to bring them home. Okay, so first up, we have our patches. So the question to win these patches is, when is Star Wars Day? I repeat, when is Star Wars Day? Darshan, do you know when is Star Wars Day?
I feel like I do, but
She feels like she does.
I was talking about it earlier. I can't seem to remember it. Maybe you guys can.
Okay, so Darshan doesn't know when Star Wars Days is, but I believe someone in the comment section watching this, you guys should know when Star Wars Days is. Okay, so I'll give you a few more seconds before we move on to the next question, but for those who know, please send us a direct message to our store with the answer, and 5 lucky winners will be able to win one of these patches. Alright? The fastest fingers win. Okay, now we'll move on to the brand magazine. Okay, so in order to win this magazine right here, in order to bring her home, you have to answer this question correctly. Send us the answer to our store, and the question is, when was the first Star Wars Day? When was the first, Star Wars film released? When was the very, very first Star Wars film released? Okay, I have to ask Darshan again. It's only right. So when, Darshan?
So this is like a quiz, pop quiz for me that I wasn't told about. Okay, I think I know this one, but I'm gonna leave it to you guys for.
Yeah, she's not gonna say it, at least not now. So, okay, if you know the answer to when was the very, very first Star Wars film released, just send us a DM with the answer, and you might just stand a chance to bring her home this beautiful magazine right here. So, yep, I guess that's all the prizes that we have for today. Patches magazine. All winners will be contacted as soon as we have selected them. So yeah, just stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks Jeffrey, Sunny, and Derek again for being a part of this and having us. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the stream. Thank you guys for taking part in the giveaway, and these are all the prizes that we have. And also don't forget to check out our small store for all of the products that were mentioned during the interviews just now. So yeah.
Also, don't forget to follow us on our Facebook and our IG at Culture Cartel Con. And for more streetwear news in Southeast Asia, please head down to www.culturecartel.com. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye.